Good day everyone! Welcome to Sir Fox Learning Channel. For today's video, nais kong i-demonstrate sa inyo yung mga consequences of the postulates of Special Relativity Theory ni Albert Einstein. Kung matatandaan po ninyo, itong Special Theory of Relativity, ito po yung ginawang resolution ni Albert Einstein upang masolve yung conflict of ideas ni James Clerk Maxwell and Isaac Newton regarding sa speed of light, if it is constant or not constant. Kaya in this video, kasama ko si Elsa, si Peppa Pig, saka si Hello Kitty. At tunghayan nyo po yung mga postulates kung paano nga ba natin i-demonstrate using these toys for us to understand it better. We will try to simplify it by using these toys. Okay? Kung bago ka sa channel na ito, huwag mong kalimutang mag-subscribe at i-hit ang notification bell all para updated ka sa mga susunod ko pong video lessons. Okay, for our learning target for this video, consequences of the theory or of the postulates of the Special Relativity Theory, our milk or most essential learning competency is to explain the consequences of the postulates of special relativity. Example, the correct predictions of shifts of the orbit Mercury, gravitational bending of light, and black holes. Okay, specifically, we will focus on the 5 postulates: the relativity, simultaneity, time dilation, length contraction, and mass energy equivalence, and the cosmic speed of light. We will try to demonstrate in a simple manner these postulates of Albert Einstein, which is his solution to the conflict of ideas between Isaac Newton and James Clerk Maxwell. Ang sabi ni Albert Einstein sa kanyang relativity of simultaneity, the relativity of simultaneity is a concept of special relativity theory which says that if two events, dalawang event, are separated in space or position, it is absolutely impossible for the two events to occur simultaneously for two observers. Hindi daw pwede, sabi ni Albert Einstein, na yung dalawang event or dalawang event magkahiwalay, magkaiba ng space or position. Sabi niya, it is impossible for two events to occur simultaneously for two observers. Hindi daw pwede yun. Halimbawa daw, yung two lightning may strike the front and back end of a moving train at the same time from the observer inside the train perspective, but for an observer outside the train, the lightning strikes may not occur at the same time. And itong concept can be illustrated using Albert Einstein's famous thought experiment. Imagine a moving train with light bulb in a exact middle of its roof. There are two observers observing this event. Observer A inside the train and observer B outside the train. So let's try to demonstrate this famous experiment of Albert Einstein. Let us assume na ito yung light source. Yung light source ito. Ito si Peppa Pig. As the light source strikes kay Peppa Pig, syempre, for Peppa Pig, yung makikita niyang light dito sa point, let us assume na ito yung point A, ito, sa dulo, sa likod, ito yung point B. Syempre, for Peppa Pig, dahil nandun siya sa loob ng kanyang sasakyan, ang ma-observe niya, as the light strike to his transportation, ano lang yan? At the same time lang yan nag-strike towards him. Okay? Yung simultaneity. Kumbaga simultaneous na nag-strike yung light towards him. As if siya yung ating first observer, si Peppa Pig. So, ang ma-observe niya, pag nag-open siya ng light, halimbawa, ito yung light niya natin, yung light na mag-strike towards the surface sa kanyang sinasakyan is simultaneous. Okay? However, kung meron po tayong isa pang observer, si Elsa. Ang sinasabi ni Albert Einstein sa kanyang theory of simultaneity, hindi parehas yung ma-observe ni Peppa Pig na light na pag-strike ng light towards him kaysa dun sa ma-observe ni Elsa. Kasi wala si Elsa dito sa kinalalagyan ni Peppa Pig. Ang mangyayari, ang ma-observe ni Elsa, halimbawa ito papunta dito, ang mangyayari, ang unang niyang makikita na nag-strike yung light dito sa unahan kaysa dito sa pangalawa. So, ibig sabihin, hindi siya simultaneous na magaganap. Kung may magkaiba yung observer at magkaiba yung position ng observer. Yun po yung tinutukoy ni Albert Einstein sa kanyang theory of simultaneity. Ang nangyayari, para sa observer A, kay Peppa Pig, simultaneous yung light na ma-observe niya na nag-strike dun sa kanyang sasakyan. Pero kay Elsa, hindi simultaneous. Okay? Pangalawang postulate ni Albert Einstein is the time dilation. Ano naman itong time dilation? Sabi po niya, time dilation is the apparent difference in the time interval between two events as measured by the clocks or by two clocks. Apparent difference in time interval between two events measured by two clocks. Albert Einstein concluded that the faster you move through space, the slower one moves through time. This concept is best demonstrated through another thought of experiment. So, tingnan po natin kung ma-demonstrate po natin itong eksperimento ni Albert Einstein. Okay, time dilation. Ano naman itong time dilation? Halimbawa, ito si Peppa Pig ay galing siya sa space, traveling from space or through space. Okay? At si Elsa, siya naman yung observer from Earth. At si Peppa Pig, meron siyang light clock. Ito, assume na lang itong light sa cellphone, itong light clock ni Peppa Pig. At ang na-observe ni Peppa Pig, yung light clock niya nagba-bounce yung kanyang reflection sa mirror. Nagbabounce yung light dun sa mirror, up and down. Ibig sabihin, vertically. And i-denote natin yan, yung time na yan, yung clock na yan as the initial time or the proper time. Pero kay Elsa as the observer B, syempre ang makikita niya, since ito ay nasa space, itong si Peppa Pig, ang makikita niya a moving light horizontally. Kung ano yung movement ng spacecraft, yun din yung makikita ni Elsa as the observer B. At i-denote natin yung kanyang observation sa time as the change of time. At yung change of time na yan na na-observe ni Elsa, yun yung tinatawag na dilated time. Kaya isa po ito sa mga postulate ni Albert Einstein about theory of relativity, yung dilated time. Yung pangatlong postulate ni Albert Einstein is the length contraction. Para sa kanya, itong length contraction ay phenomena in which an observer at rest, yung nakasteady lang, would observe a moving object's length to be shorter than its proper length. In everyday lives, length contraction, just like time dilation, is negligible. So for Albert Einstein, sa isang moving object, pag ang observer ay at rest, ang tingin niya dun sa moving object ay maiksi than the normal length of that certain body which is moving. Okay, tunghayan po natin kung paano naman i-demonstrate po natin ito, or isi-simplify to demonstrate by using gamitin naman natin si Elsa at saka si Hello Kitty. Okay, let us assume na si Hello Kitty is moving fast. For Hello Kitty, kung ano yung sukat ng kanyang kotse, yun talaga yung sukat. Pero for Elsa, as he observed Hello Kitty's car, different yung kanyang tingin sa sukat ng kanyang car kaysa sa sukat, exact na sukat nito. So for Elsa, napakaliit naman ang sasakyan ni Hello Kitty. Pero para kay Hello Kitty, malaki yung kanyang sasakyan. So ang tawag po dun is length contraction. So yung exact length ng sasakyan Hello Kitty, let us denote it as the initial length, while yung observed length ni Elsa will be the change of length, or L sub 1. So the L, or the contracted length, is equal to the L sub 0, or the exact length of the car ni Hello Kitty, is equal to the square root of 1 over, or 1 minus the square velocity over the speed of light. Okay? So for the observer which is at rest, ang at rest observer natin ay si Elsa. Para sa kanya, yung car ni Hello Kitty which is moving, napakaliit naman. Pero initially, yung kanyang length is hindi ganun sa iniisip ni Elsa, which is at rest. Kaya nga sabi nga dun sa ating outline kanina, in everyday lives, length contraction, just like time dilation, is negligible. So, minsan nane-neglect. Diba? Minsan nagpapara ka ng jeep, tingin mo dahil mabilis yung takbo ay wala ng space para masakyan. Pero yung pala, para dun sa jeep, meron pa palang space para masakyan. Kaya lang parang tingin mo walang ng space dahil sa mabilis yung takbo niya eh. Hindi mo napapansin. So dun may effect yung light, yung speed of light, at saka yung speed ng object which is moving. Ikaw as an observer B na nandun ka sa labas, saka yung mga nandun sa loob ng sasakyan. Okay? So hopefully little by little ay naintindihan nyo. Since kayo naman ay hindi mga STEM learners, kaya sinisimplihan lang po natin at ginagamitan nga lang natin ng mga laruan ito ni Elsa, ni Peppa Pig, ni Hello Kitty. Okay? Postulate ni Albert Einstein is the mass-energy equivalence. So one of Albert Einstein's most famous equation, the mass-energy equivalence, is the principle which concludes that anything that has a mass also has an equal amount of energy. Take note for that. Sa kanyang known equation na E is equal to mc squared, where E is the energy, m is the mass, and c is the speed of light, na mayroong equivalent na 3 times 10 to the power of 8 meters per second or 300 million meters per second. Since the value of c is very large, this equation implies that everything that has mass, even those at rest, have inherent energies such as the kinetic energy, the chemical energy, the mechanical energy, the nuclear energy, lahat ng energy. Salin na natin energy FM. Joke lang po yun. And these energies can be harnessed to do work. Diba nga, ability to do work is the push and pull. So you have to exert energy for you to do work. Such as lightning a bulb or to run an engine. And this equation of Albert Einstein confirms that the speed of light is absolute and ultimate speed because this speed can never be attained or surpassed by any massive object for a reason that are fundamental to physics. Since sabi nga ni Albert Einstein, yung speed of light can never be attained or surpassed by any massive object, kaya hindi rin natin madi-demonstrate yung speed of light. Just imagine how will you demonstrate 3 times 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. So that is 300 million meters per second. So paano mo ma-demonstrate yan? Ganun kabilis. Kaya hindi po natin na-demonstrate. Pwede naman, once na i-on mo yung light mo, automatically, light will goes through the space, kung ano man yung space na meron dyan sa bahay mo. Try it. You can demonstrate it by that. And lastly, the cosmic speed limit. Isa sa mga postulate ni Albert Einstein na sabi nga niya, for centuries, scientists thought that speed has no limit. Yung speed has no limit. Diba nga sabi ni Aristotle, continuously a body in motion will continually move. But Albert Einstein showed that in fact, there is a speed limit. Meron ding speed limit and it is the speed of light in a vacuum. Based on his calculations, as an object travels faster, the more massive it needs to be. And as an object becomes more massive, more energy will be required for it to move faster. And therefore, will it take an infinite amount of energy for an object to reach the speed of light. Kaya nga yung kanyang energy equation E is equal to mass times the speed of light. Ibig sabihin, energy is directly proportional to mass and to the speed of light. Solution niya para ma-resolve yung conflict ideas ni Isaac Newton and ni James Clerk as well. Thank you for watching. Happy learning everyone sa ating mga supporters sa Sir Fox Learning Channel.